Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ahmad Aqil Haikal with Ahmad Helmi from IUM, and I will be presenting my thesis on empowering Malaysia SME for waste reduction, wakaf mobilization in supporting green supply chain practices. To start with, SME is one of the main type of business in Malaysia. They become the backbone of economy. However, they lack the enough money uh, to practice the green practices. They lack of capital technology knowledge. And at the same time, there is workout which are remain underutilized for sustainability purposes. Due to that, the people wanted to explore the potential of workout to empower SME in adopting workout waste reduction and green supply chain practices. So we know the awareness of green supply chain, the green practices among the SME is actually very high. However, they are not able to implement due to financing and technical barrier. Due to this, the main objective of this research to propose a workup for green supply chain framework to mobilize workup for SME green transformation. The methodology that I use is to using is conceptual and qualitative research. Quantitative in which I use secondary data sources, which are from journal article, worker program documentation, case study of a initiative, and news article. Using this, I will analyze using thematic content analysis, finding some similar characteristic of highlighting some characteristic that I want to use. However, there is some limitation because there is in this methodology because there are no primary interviews, primary data through interviews. However, I believe this secondary data can be used is strong enough because they are from real world initiative. So there is my proposed framework. Basically, we start with a collection of cash wakaf from the public handled by wakaf institution. They will be fund, it will be go to the green wakaf fund, and the green wakaf fund then will channel firstly to the green supply chain financing to seek green area, which are green sourcing, eco production, sustainable logistics, green packaging, waste management, and green marketing. And then the balance will be go to the capacity building, which relate with the human capital development, like green training among the worker, coaching about ESD and technical assistance related to the green practices, and then there will be some monitoring of the impact of this project through they will track, for example, how much waste have we reduced, how much energy saved per month. And also they will also watch how much SMB have growth due to the project. And also there is collaborative governance that relate, for example, the fund will manage by organization. The capacity building is handled by the SME Corp, and the monitoring is handled by the environmental regulators. So these are four case study that I use as my to validate my model. Is that my wakaf in which it show that actually cash wakaf is viable to be used to find specific green technology. And so wakaf secondly is wakaf and no operation. They show that not only we need to finance not only we can find financially, but we can also find through education, for example, training. And also, there is also a case on the green mask that show that actually wakaf can lead to the to can be applicable to green energy project that can reduce the cost of the operation. And also the last one is integrated cash wakaf enterprise investment model, which are actually conceptual, but it offer structure for SME partnership on how we can find the enterprise that have lack of fund. So actually, what's the new and why it's matter of my thesis is because there is novelty in my project. Because uh, I try to bridge between Islamic study finance through wakaf, which is wakaf in this case, with this supply chain management, which are quite new and quite less people talk about it. Usually people talk about general application, And also because it unique, there is some uniques in this research, because I try to conceptually combine ESG and wakaf in a practicable model. And also it's kind of fresh because I combine the principle of Sharia with environmental sustainability metric. That's why I believe this there is some novelty in this project. Also, I believe that this project can contribute to the policymaker because it align with Malaysia, Rancangan Malaysia ke-12, Malaysia 12 Plan Ekonomi Menani, that the emphasize on the sustainability, and also for sure, and also the SDG. And lastly, this why this study is urgent, because there's a need to fill the gap in Islamic social finance that relate with the environmental goal, because most of the studies on how to help for example, uh, in socio-economic issue for like poverty. But we need also to look at the environmental also. There's also practical urgency, and also there's potential in wakaf, then to find this kind of thing. So to conclude is this model is good, and also it can bridge Islamic finance and sustainability for a greener Malaysia. Thank you.